How often do you? This is a phrase used to inquire about the frequency or regularity of an action or activity. Examples: how often do you exercise to stay fit and healthy? How often do you eat out at restaurants instead of cooking at home? How often do you study for your exams to perform well in school? How often do you hang out with your friends on weekends? How often do you have team meetings at your workplace? How often do you play musical instruments like the guitar or piano? How often do you travel for leisure to explore new places? How often do you do laundry to keep your clothes clean? How often do you visit the dentist for regular checkups? How often do you read books as a way to relax and unwind? How often do you watch TV shows during your free time? How often do you paint or draw as a creative outlet? How often do you visit your extended family for reunions? How often do you attend church services as part of your faith? How often do you shop for groceries to stock up your kitchen? Do you want me to? This is a phrase used to offer assistance, seek permission, or inquire about someone's preferences. Examples: do you want me to help you with your luggage at the airport? Do you want me to open the window to let in some fresh air? Do you want me to make coffee or tea for our guests? Do you want me to pick up dinner on my way home from work? Do you want me to start the meeting, or should we wait for everyone? Do you want me to bring any supplies for the event, such as paper plates or decorations? Do you want me to explain the process again, so it's clear to everyone? Do you want me to accompany you to the doctor's appointment for support? Do you want me to order for you at the restaurant, or would you like to choose your own meal? Do you want me to show you the way to the conference room, or can you find it on your own? Do you want me to check if there are any available appointments with the dentist? Do you want me to proofread your report before you submit it to ensure there are no errors? Do you want me to get you a glass of water or juice to quench your thirst? Do you want me to handle the customer complaint, or would you prefer to speak with them? Do you want me to follow the recipe exactly, or can I make some modifications to the dish? What do you think about? This is a phrase used to inquire about someone's opinion or thoughts regarding an ongoing action or activity. Examples: what do you think about hiking as a weekend activity? Is it something you'd enjoy? What do you think about going for a swim later to beat the heat? What do you think about trying a new restaurant for dinner tonight? What do you think about painting the living room a different color to give it a fresh look? What do you think about watching a movie this evening? Any genre preferences? What do you think about redesigning the website layout to make it more user-friendly? What do you think about volunteering at the local animal shelter? It's a great cause. What do you think about exploring a tropical destination for our vacation next year? What do you think about taking up yoga for stress relief? It has many benefits. What do you think about installing solar panels on our roof to save energy? What do you think about trying a vegetarian dish for dinner tonight? What do you think about taking a public speaking course to improve your communication skills? What do you think about incorporating swimming into your workout routine for a full body workout? What do you think about attending a live music concert this weekend? It should be a great show. What do you think about pursuing a certification in your field to advance your career? Why don't we? This is a phrase used to make suggestions or proposals in a friendly and inclusive manner. Examples: why don't we go for a walk in the park this afternoon? Why don't we have a team meeting to discuss the project's progress and next steps? Why don't we meet up for coffee this weekend and catch up? Why don't we try a different approach to solve the problem we've been facing? Why don't we visit a new city for our vacation this year? Why don't we play board games together to make the evening more enjoyable? Why don't we organize a team-building event to strengthen our teamwork? Why don't we study together for the upcoming exam to help each other? Why don't we have the meeting in the conference room for a change of scenery? Why don't we work on this project together to combine our skills? Why don't we try yoga for relaxation and improving our flexibility? Why don't we visit the museum this weekend to explore some art and history? Why don't we order pizza for dinner tonight and have a relaxed evening? Why don't we attend a workshop on time management to enhance our productivity? Why don't we watch a classic movie together and reminisce about the past? It's too bad that. This is a phrase used to express disappointment or regret about a situation or circumstance. Examples: it's too bad that we missed the last train, now we'll have to find another way home. It's too bad that the concert was canceled due to the rain, we were really looking forward to it. It's too bad that she couldn't attend the party because of her illness, we hope she gets well soon. It's too bad that the old bookstore had to close down, it had so many great books. It's too bad that he lost his job during the economic downturn, it's a tough situation. It's too bad that they didn't follow the safety guidelines, accidents could have been prevented. It's too bad that I won the lottery and now have to deal with all this money, a sarcastic remark about good fortune. It's too bad that the traffic is always so congested during rush hour, it makes the commute unbearable. It's too bad that the restaurant's service was slow and the food was cold, we won't be coming back. It's too bad that our vacation got ruined by the bad weather, we couldn't enjoy the beach. It's too bad that the company is facing financial difficulties, I hope they can recover. It's too bad that I didn't take that job offer when it was available, it was a great opportunity. It's too bad that the movie theater was fully booked, and we couldn't get tickets for the premiere. It's too bad that the beautiful historic building was demolished to make way for a modern development. It's too bad that the product arrived damaged during shipping, we'll need to request a replacement. You could have. This is a phrase used to talk about missed opportunities or actions that someone had the ability or opportunity to do in the past, but didn't. It often implies regret or the possibility of a different outcome. Examples: you could have won the race if you had trained harder. You could have passed the exam if you had studied more. You could have saved money if you had bought the item on sale. You could have chosen a better time to discuss this sensitive topic. You could have traveled the world when you were younger. You could have ordered the pasta instead of the pizza, it's really delicious here. You could have mentioned your connection to the CEO earlier, it would have been helpful. You could have called to let us know you'd be late. We were waiting for you. You could have written a best-selling novel with your talent. It's never too late to start. You could have taken a different route to avoid the traffic. Now you're stuck in it. You could have invested in that company when it was just starting. It's worth a fortune now. You could have told me about your dietary restrictions. I would have prepared something else for dinner. You could have been more respectful in your response. Your words were hurtful. You could have improved your skills during the summer break. Now school is back in session. You could have captured some incredible photos during that trip. The scenery was breathtaking. If I were you, I would. This is a phrase used to give advice or make suggestions in a polite or empathetic manner. Examples: if I were you, I would talk to your manager about the issue you're facing at work. If I were you, I would consider joining the gym to stay healthy and fit. If I were you, I would save some money for future emergencies. It's always good to have a safety net. If I were you, I would take a break and relax for a while. I can understand how stressful it must be. If I were you, I would apologize to mend the relationship with your friend. If I were you, I would explore new career opportunities. It might lead to a more fulfilling job. If I were you, I would pursue your passion for painting. You have great talent. If I were you, I would invest some money in stocks for potential growth. If I were you, I would consider moving to a quieter neighborhood for a peaceful environment. If I were you, I would communicate openly with your partner to resolve the issues. If I were you, I would pursue further education to advance in your field and gain more skills. If I were you, I would prioritize your tasks to reduce stress and manage your time better. If I were you, I would make regular doctor's appointments for checkups to maintain good health. If I were you, I would spend quality time with your children to strengthen your bond. If I were you, I would visit Europe for a memorable vacation and cultural experience. It's gonna be. This is a colloquial or informal phrase used to express the speaker's prediction or expectation about a future situation or event. Examples: it's gonna be sunny tomorrow, so we should plan an outdoor picnic. It's gonna be a long day at work. We have a lot of tasks to complete. It's gonna be a great weekend with family and friends. It's gonna be hot and humid today, so make sure to stay hydrated. It's gonna be tough to meet the deadline, but we'll do our best. It's gonna be an exciting concert with your favorite band performing. It's gonna be tricky to find parking in the city during rush hour. It's gonna be crowded at the mall on Black Friday, so be prepared for long lines. It's gonna be a challenging project, but we can handle it with teamwork. It's gonna be a quiet evening at home, so we can relax and watch a movie. It's gonna be a fun party with games and music. Don't forget to bring your dancing shoes. It's gonna be a complex problem to solve, so let's brainstorm different approaches. It's gonna be a serene day by the lake, perfect for fishing and relaxation. It's gonna be an unpredictable journey, but that's the adventure of traveling. It's gonna be a joyful celebration at the wedding, filled with love and happiness. It looks like. This is a phrase used to describe a situation or appearance based on visual evidence or observations. Examples: It looks like a beautiful sunset tonight with all those vibrant colors in the sky. It looks like rain. You might want to take an umbrella with you just in case. It looks like a busy day at the office with all those meetings scheduled on the calendar. It looks like a power outage. The lights are off in the entire neighborhood. It looks like chaos in the kitchen after cooking a big meal, dishes and ingredients everywhere. It looks like a peaceful park for a morning walk with all the birds chirping. It looks like a field of wildflowers in bloom, a beautiful sight to behold. It looks like a challenging puzzle. The pieces are tiny, and it will take some time to solve. It looks like a cozy cafe to have coffee and read. The ambience is inviting. It looks like a stray cat. It's lost and needs help finding its way home. It looks like a masterpiece painted by a talented artist. Every detail is perfect. It looks like a friendly person. They're smiling and waving at everyone they pass. It looks like a clear night for stargazing with no clouds in sight. It looks like a successful event. The attendees seem happy and satisfied. It looks like a vintage car from the 1950s. It has a classic design. That's why. This is a phrase used to explain a reason or cause for a particular situation or outcome. Examples. That's why the cake burned in the oven. You set the temperature too high, and it cooked too quickly. That's why I chose the blue dress for the party. It matches my shoes perfectly, and it's a great color on me. That's why I left early from the meeting. I had another appointment to attend, so I couldn't stay longer. That's why the project failed. We didn't allocate enough resources to it, and it became too overwhelming. That's why she looked surprised when you mentioned the party. I hadn't told her about it, so it was unexpected. That's why the room is so messy. We haven't had time to clean it up, and it's been a busy week. That's why he acted so coldly towards you. He's been under a lot of stress lately, and it's affecting his mood. That's why I bought the new laptop. My old one was too slow for my work, and it was causing delays. That's why I gave a brief answer. I didn't want to reveal too much about the project, as it's still confidential. That's why the package arrived late. There was a delay in shipping due to bad weather conditions. That's why we altered the menu. Some ingredients were not available, so we had to make substitutions. That's why I took the scenic route. I wanted to enjoy the beautiful countryside along the way. That's why I defended my position. I believe it's the right approach, and I wanted to explain my reasoning. That's why I missed the meeting. I had a family emergency to attend to, and I couldn't notify anyone in advance. That's why I support this policy. It aligns with our organization's values, and I think it's a step in the right direction. It's time to. This is a phrase used to indicate that a particular action or event should occur or begin now because the appropriate moment has arrived. Examples. It's time to start the meeting. Everyone is here, and the agenda is ready. It's time to move forward with our plan. We've completed the research phase. It's time to take action and address the issue. We can't delay it any longer. It's time to make a change in your career if you're no longer satisfied with your current job. It's time to establish a daily exercise routine to improve your fitness. It's time to reflect on your goals and aspirations and make a plan to achieve them. It's time to relax and unwind after a long day at work. You deserve it. It's time to take responsibility for your actions and make amends. It's time to finish the project and submit it by the deadline. It's time to organize your belongings and declutter your living space. It's time to prepare for the upcoming exam. Studying is essential. It's time to make a decision about your future career path. It's time to adhere to a healthy diet and lifestyle to improve your well-being. It's time to take action and address climate change for the sake of our planet. It's time to start a new chapter in your life after graduating from college. The point is that this is a phrase used to emphasize or clarify a specific point or argument in a conversation or discussion. Examples: the point is that our company needs to focus on innovation to stay competitive in the market. The point is that I can't attend the meeting tomorrow because of a prior commitment. The point is that education should be accessible to all, regardless of their socioeconomic background. The point is that we should invest in renewable energy sources to reduce our carbon footprint. The point is that teamwork is essential for project success, and we need to collaborate effectively. The point is that the research supports our hypothesis, indicating a strong correlation between the variables. The point is that I believe in equal opportunities for everyone, regardless of their background or identity. The point is that we should save money for future emergencies to ensure financial security. The point is that our goal is to provide excellent customer service, and we should prioritize customer satisfaction. The point is that honesty and integrity are core values in our organization, and we should uphold them. The point is that I offered to help because I care about your success and want to see you thrive. The point is that communication is key to resolving conflicts, and we should foster open dialogues. The point is that climate change requires urgent action, and we need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The point is that we should invest in this opportunity because it has the potential for significant returns. The point is that kindness and compassion should guide our actions, even in challenging situations. How was? This is a phrase used to inquire about the quality, condition, or experience related to a specific noun or subject. Examples: how was the party last night? Did you have a good time? How was the movie you watched? Was it as good as the reviews said? How was your trip to Hawaii? I heard it's a beautiful destination. How was dinner at the new restaurant? Did you enjoy the food? How was your presentation at the conference? Were the attendees engaged? How was the concert last night? Did the band perform well? How was the meeting with the clients? Did you discuss important topics? How was the soccer game you attended? Was it an exciting match? How was the novel you just finished reading? Did it have a compelling storyline? How was your job interview this morning? Were you confident during the interview? How was the conference you attended last week? Did you learn valuable information? How was your first day of the new course? Was the professor engaging? How was the art exhibition at the museum? Were the artworks impressive? How was your friend's wedding over the weekend? Was it a beautiful ceremony? How was the conference call with the remote team? Were there any technical issues? How about? This is a phrase used to make suggestions or proposals. It is often employed to ask for someone's opinion or to propose an activity or idea. Examples: how about going for a walk in the park this evening? How about trying that new restaurant downtown for lunch? How about watching a movie tonight? Do you have any genre preferences? How about rearranging the furniture in the living room to create more space? How about going on a road trip this summer to explore new places? How about playing a board game with friends this weekend? How about incorporating meditation into your daily routine for stress relief? How about contacting customer support to resolve the issue with your product? How about going on a hiking trip in the mountains next weekend? How about volunteering at the local shelter this weekend? They could use some help. How about joining a yoga class for flexibility and relaxation? How about starting a photography project to capture the beauty of your city? How about visiting an art gallery for inspiration? You might discover new art forms. How about creating flashcards to learn new vocabulary more effectively? How about working together on this project to leverage our skills? What if? This is a phrase used to introduce hypothetical scenarios, ask questions about potential outcomes, or explore imaginative possibilities. Examples: what if we miss our flight tomorrow? Do we have a backup plan? What if it rains during the outdoor event? Should we rent a tent? What if we take a different route to avoid traffic? It might save us time. What if the project deadline is extended? Would it ease the workload? What if we hire additional staff to meet the demand? Will it improve efficiency? What if the company invests in new technology? How would it impact our operations? What if we go to a different restaurant for dinner? I heard they have great food. What if we incorporate more artistic elements into the design? It could make it more visually appealing. What if we retire early and travel the world? It's an exciting possibility. What if we face a budget cut next year? How can we adapt and still meet our goals? What if the market suddenly crashes? Do we have a backup investment strategy? What if we pursue a different career direction? It might lead to new opportunities. What if we decide to move in together? How will it affect our relationship? What if we implement a remote work policy? It could improve work-life balance. What if we start a new initiative to support local charities? It would be a great way to give back to the community.